I need somebody, want that somebody.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So my name is Michelle and I'm Elvis last year on YouTube. So today we are doing Viva Las Vegas because it is Sunday today. Happy Sunday. I hope you have a glorious one. It's Viva Las Vegas Day. Oh my goodness, who doesn't love Viva Las Vegas? It's unbelievably a great movie and it's a great Elvis movie. But take away Elvis, it's a great movie in general. It's fantastic. It's a brilliant musical. It's really fun. There's a good storyline to it. I think at the end, there's a little bit too much time spent on the race, and more should have been put in that marriage scene because they filmed loads from when they get married at the end, and I would have loved to see more from that. So anyway, before I go into that, I've just told you the ending. Viva Las Vegas, Elvis plays Lucky Jackson, and he is a motor car racer, and he loses his cash to buy a motor, and it's trying to get the motor back, to try and get the money to get the motor, but also a girl is involved, and that is Anne-Margaret. So Anne-Margaret was called the female Elvis, wasn't she? And I think their relationship in it is what makes the movie so unbelievable sparky. I mean, there's a lot of spark from these two because they were into each other big time. They really, really liked each other. And I think it was a passionate love affair, and maybe a passionate love affair that Elvis hadn't experienced for a while or ever, really. Maybe it's that grown-up passionate love affair, that lightning when it strikes. It's a pity it never continued on, but I don't know if it could have worked out with Elvis and Anne-Margaret because Anne-Margaret was in the industry and Elvis didn't want a girl who was in the industry. But if he could have let go of that, if Anne-Margaret could have let go of some of her things, then maybe the pairing would have been genuinely wonderful. But I don't know how much it would have worked the way they were at that time, but who's to know? I don't know anything about it. Obviously I wasn't there, and we can only assume and think these things, but we really don't know anything, do we? Apart from Elvis and Anne-Margaret themselves, they're the only ones to know. So I absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic feel-good movie. It was made in 1964. Now, as we said last week with Kissing Cousins, it was released after Kissing Cousins, but it was made before Kissing Cousins. Yeah, tricky one. It was number 14 on the Variety highest grossing movies, or for the top grossing films of 1964. Now remember, Kissing Cousins was in that as well. That was number 23. So I mean, no wonder Elvis movies were considered valuable, because there's one in 1964. He's got two movies already, number 11 and number 20 odd, which is pretty awesome. Loads of tension in here with the Colonel. He was having arguments with the director, George Sidney. They had a few choice words, and Elvis, the Colonel wasn't put as technical advisor, as he usually is put. And I guess it's because of all this. Now, Colonel thought that that Anne-Margaret, was getting more of the favourable camera angles. So when she does her clip, there is lots of angles and giving her the most favourable. The Colonel just didn't like to share. He didn't like to share his boy, and I could see why he would be defensive on this, but I think it's wonderful to let other people shine, because then you shine even harder. So yeah, but that's the Colonel for you. So there must have been a lot of tension in this movie. Anne-Margaret got paid $15,000 a week for 10 weeks to star in this movie. That's a pretty cool fact to know, isn't it? And also another fact, Elvis, when he sang Viva Las Vegas, it was one long unedited shot. So every time you watch that one, it's that one long unedited shot. The film grossed way over $9 million at the box office. Can you believe that? And that is earning $5 million in theatrical rentals. My goodness. I mean, nearly $10 million. That's insane. Now, I think what Kissing Cousins last week was $3 million. So you can see Viva Las Vegas earned a lot. And that is just word of mouth, isn't it? People going in, looking at it, coming out and going, oh, sharing it with their friends, saying it was really fantastic. Elvis and Anne-Margaret are really good. And lots of publicity for it and stuff as well. They also had, with the wedding shot at the end, they released that. And it got storylines and stuff that Elvis and Anne-Margaret had married because of those pictures from the end of the movie, which is quite funny. These rags and the magazines like to make up all kinds of things. It's madness. I feel for the stars nowadays and yesteryear, because it must be so hard when they're putting out these silly stories. But then also these silly stories are really good to get energy for the movie. So it's kind of back and forth, isn't it? Over here in the UK, it was called Love in Las Vegas. And the reason for that was because there was another film out called Viva Las Vegas. So they couldn't call it Viva Las Vegas, which is very strange. So it was Love in Las Vegas in the UK. Now, another one that I was reading up on, George Sidney said that it was one of these things when he was making it, there was no script. There was nothing really, and it was supposed to be something Arabian, this movie. And then they decided that they would turn it all around, and we wrote the script in about 11 days, and we changed the whole thing and decided to do it in Las Vegas. So that's another, it's madness that you can just turn around something that might have been Arabian, didn't even have a script, and then turned it around into Vegas. There was not a lot of thought put into it, but we have Viva Las Vegas, and it's a wonderful, wonderful movie. I absolutely love it, and I'm glad we've got it. Let's go and watch the trailer after all of those fun little bits of information. Right, so I'll be back in a second.
Bright light city, gonna set my soul, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there. They're all living, the devil may care, and I am just a devil with love to spare. So Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Elvis, Viva and Margaret. Viva the excitement when these two let themselves go on a wild and woolly whirl through Funtown, USA. Yes, the sky's the limit for love, laughter, and those wonderful new sounds.
She loves me.
Would you like to make a bet?
I said the lady loves me.
When this boy falls, he really falls hard. But who wouldn't when the girl is seductive Anne Margaret?
Once I met a nice old man upon the village green. I helped him cross the street into his limousine. Next day he sent the biggest brooch I've ever seen to show his appreciation.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away. If you think I don't need you, then baby you're wrong. I give you my heart today, tomorrow, and forever.
It's a pleasure to hear a man's opinion and not have to listen to the stubborn ravings of a boy who won't grow up and...
Viva Las Vegas! Come on, everybody, and stomp your feet real loud. Come on, everybody, take a real deep breath and repeat after me. Hey, hey, my baby loves me. I said, my baby. I said, my baby. Love me.
So, that trailer ended pretty abruptly there. We were cancelled out. I don't know what happened. So, I absolutely love that. From that, you can see how good a movie this is. I mean, it's a fantastic movie. I only watched it recently, so I want to watch it again. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. As you can see, they focus on Anne and Elvis because that is a spark. And also the comedy scene when Elvis is feeding them their dinner. Oh my goodness. I think that's just so funny. I loved that one. It's such a good movie. Go and watch it if you've never seen it before. If you're an Elvis fan and you're here and you've watched Viva many times before, then please put down in the comments below all your love for it. Let's share some love on this movie, and I shall see you again next week for another movie trailer week. We're getting through them, aren't we? All right, I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself and have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.